Long ago, on a world called Cybertron, before the horrors of the Great War between the Autobots and Decepticons, tensions ran high amongst the senators of the day. Civil unrest ran rampant, and the corruption, decadence, and decay of the status quo continued to erode the trust of the Cybertronian everybot, and between those that would rule them. It was during this time that a major discovery was uncovered, one that would come to haunt the Transformers millions of years later.
I just think that the Functionists are outdated. With Nova Prime absent and most likely never coming back, it's time for us Cybertronians to evolve.
Talk like that will get your tailgate into scalding oil if you're not careful, Momus.
The Cybertronian ideal is one thing, a noble foray to be sure. However, if we don't find some way of generating more energon, we risk an unprecedented energy crisis that will make functionism look like a minor disagreement.
Social justice and alt-mode-based functionism is the real threat to our society.
Gentlemen, please. Haven't we had enough of politics for the past, 9 cycles? Speaking of energon shortages, I for one could use an energon spritzer.
This is a load of scrap and you know it,
I said no, Grimlock. Delta Magnus left specific orders, and I aims to follow them. So don't go blowing a gasket in here.
Greetings, fellow
Blow out your tailpipe.
Sergeant, do you have something for me?
So, about a decacycle ago, the Vanguard was on a military aid mission to the Argazian system. Acknowledge, Commander. Cup out. Our skirmish with the Corpulon Raiders isn't the story here, though. After we'd mopped up, a discovery was made on that barren moon. Life. But this life was unlike any we'd ever seen out in the field. It wasn't mechanized, and it wasn't organic either. Anyways, I'm just a grunt. I know soldiering, but I figured this discovery might cause a stir, and I'd hate to see this place exploited. So I leaves the info with you. Don't make me regret it.
So, one of two things has happened. Either Shockwave has been terminated and Catalyst gone, or he's found something he wishes to remain secret, even from me.
He sometimes goes off on personal business. I'm sure he'll be right back. Maybe, I think.
I want a base-by-base, data-file-by-data-file comprehensive search and seizure of all of his laboratories and safe houses.
Yes, Lord Megatron.
I want to know Starscream's every move.
As you command, Lord Megatron.
I've had many mentors in my youth, before I became Prime. They did not agree on every topic. In fact, some of their advice was tainted with the poison of their own self-serving agendas. My memory banks drift back to the past. I was a young mech, a rookie on the Rhodian police force. We were headed to what would later be called the Dead End, where the downtrodden go to engage their vices. It was myself, Quick Dash, Force Gauge, our commander, and Clocker. We were there to shut down an illegal body-swapping clinic. Criminals that transplanted the sparks of the guilty into cold constructed bodies.
I
would find out later that that particular facility was funded by those who would support the Decepticon movement. I should have put Knockout out of all of our misery.
Clocker's intel on the facility was spot on. We had Knockout right where we wanted him. We were going to shut him down permanently. Knockout had been engaging in this illegal activity for some time. Little did he know that this would be his last transaction. We made damn sure of that. This point of fact makes intelligence work, specifically my scouts, paramount to our war effort with the Decepticons. Silverbolt, the Decepticons are mobilizing. I'll need you and your team to investigate one of Shockwave's former laboratories on Titan.
Understood, Prime.
Magnus, coordinate the rest of our efforts. Get the teams in play.
Right away, Prime. With this intel, we can hit some of these locations before the Decepticons. Maybe get lucky and find whatever they're looking for first.
Agreed. Shockwave's disappearance may have given us the edge we've been looking for against Megatron and his war machine. We have to make this strike count.
Get moving, organic slime. Rejoice, fallen ones. Your extinguished sparks will fan the flames of the Deathbringer. Your meaningless lives, your hopeless dreams, your misguided allegiances, they all ebb and flow to oblivion. I grow weary of conflict with organics. The smell alone. Ugh.
Are we at least getting Night Rail?
Yes, take Berserker. Mighty Mortalus, hear our unworthy prayers. We offer this battlefield of warriors felled by our blades, blasters, and bare hands. Accept their sparks as we hasten your return.
Yes, this is the place. And yes, that's him. Some primitive Earth vehicle, I don't know. We need to wake him up. You have the Energon, yes? Good. It's time to wake up, my friend. Megatron needs us.
Awaken, my Decepticon brothers. How I've dreamt of re-entering the crucible of battle against the Autobots. Watching these creatures scurry about with no inkling of cosmic affairs, living and dying in a sliver of time. Pathetic. It's been far too long since my blade has tasted the warm fluids of our hated foes.